Cool. Well, welcome to Working Crass Podcast. This is Lauren.
Hello.
And I'm Joshua. Hey. And this is Byron.
Hey, what's up?
Byron is our second guest ever on this podcast and also a good friend. He moved here.
Second and last.
Second and very last guest that we'll ever have. No, Byron moved to Chicago with us. We knew him in Texas. We built this little studio space with him, and this is at his house too. So.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the studio. We got to come up with a name for it.
Yeah, we wanted what was it? Trash Mouth Studios.
Trash Mouth Studios.
That's taken.
That's
So we
taken.
found it was taken. So
Yeah.
if you have an idea for a garbage/raccoon related studio name, put it in the comments.
It has to be raccoon related.
It has to be raccoon related. RR only.
Mm-hmm.
It must meet RR standards.
Yep.
Raccoon related only.
Are there two R's in raccoon?
No,
There
but
can be
raccoon
if you
related.
want.
It's two R's. That's
okay.
RR.
All right.
That's the
I
recommendation.
thought maybe it was like a silent R and it was like raccoon.
It's like the Spanish like rolled R. Raccoon.
Raccoon. Raccoon. Or like raccooner.
This studio has a triple R. It's a raccoon recommendation requirement. Well, cool. No, yeah, we have produced shows in Chicago and stuff. We were just talking about some fun bits that we used to do at those shows and stuff. So that's fun. But we have some crazy stories to get to here. So the first story is from the Washington Post. And I think, Lauren, you should read this one because this one is important. At least that you read it because you relate to this one more than we can. You know, we are just, white men. We don't know anything about anyone or any culture whatsoever, but you actually are Greek and Jewish. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
So really, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to leave.
All right, then.
This is a white man podcast.
This is a white boy city. That's our podcast.
Yep.
Anything that's not white, it's Greek to me.
Okay, go ahead and read this title, Lauren.
All right. Biden is actually Greek and Jewish and raised by Puerto Ricans.
Already fantastic.
All true.
The president often uses identity to connect with crowds, most recently in Puerto Rico. Sometimes it may be a stretch.
Yeah, you're telling me.
So now, if this is true...
Wow, that's a...
What's wrong about this picture?
Well, it does look like that guy is grabbing her boob.
Oh, that guy is grabbing the
Yeah.
lady's boob there?
Like just feeling it, like
Yeah.
reaching out.
And she's like, "Excuse me, are you kidding me?"
Now,
He's like, man.
And the
ma'am,
lady
you're-"
next to her is like, "Are you kidding me?"
He's just like,
sir,
that's Secret Service. He's like, ma'am, your boob is in the president's way.
And then the guy behind's like, "Oh damn, I can get a squeeze next."
we could grab tits here? And the president's like, oh, we could grab tits here, man.
He's like, come on, man, just let us grab the tits.
Now, I'm not the biggest Biden fan, but knowing that he's Jewish and Greek and Puerto Rican, all the reason to hate him more.
So wait, is Lauren Puerto Rican?
Lauren is not Puerto Rican, but she is Jewish and Greek.
I'm Jewish and I'm Greek.
To be fair, no one is Jewish, Greek, and Puerto Rican.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
exist.
kinda
Well,
crazy.
but Biden is.
Yeah, Biden's the only Puerto Rican Greek Jew.
President Biden, to hear him tell it, is as Greek as Poseidon. He was brought up by both the Puerto Rican community and the black community, and he's more Jewish than the Jews.
Oh wow, that's pretty.
He says, I probably went to shul more than many of you did. You all think I'm kidding, Biden said to Laughter last week during a ceremony celebrating Rosh Hashanah, pointing at a rabbi. Okay, so he's at a ceremony celebrating Rosh Hashanah. He kind of pulls Trump here. This is kind of I'm very Jewish. I'm more Jewish than the Jews. Some people say.
Yeah. What?
Some people actually say I'm the chosen one and not them.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit Puerto Rican too.
Some Jews are saying I'm the Messiah. And then the next line is like, but I'm a practicing Catholic.
Yeah. Oh my God. But I'd go to services on Saturday and on Sunday, he added, amid the laughter. I love how they have to point out, and people were losing
They
it.
loved it.
Amid everyone rushing to vote for him, he again affirmed,
Yeah.
you all think I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm Greek, I'm Jewish, and I'm Puerto Rican. Wow. And this week,
He's like, if you don't vote for me, you're not Jewish.
Or Greek. Or Puerto Rican. Or black.
Or black.
which I am.
Yeah.
I also am.
They say I'm blacker than black.
And then this week, speaking to a group of Puerto Ricans in the aftermath of Hurricane Fiona, Biden found kinship with a different culture. I was sort of raised here in the Puerto Rican community at home, so he just does this. This is kind of a Trump move too.
Yeah.
Trump does this.
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm basically Puerto Rican.
Oh
And it's
my
like
God.
when Hillary was, was it Hillary or Kamala or Kamala? I don't even know how to say her name.
Me neither.
It's like, they had hot sauce in their purse.
Oh,
I think
this
that
was
was
That was
Hillary.
Hillary.
And she went to a black event and said,
Yeah.
I'm like all of you. I bring hot sauce
I
around.
bring
in my-"
hot sauce with me too.
She goes, I'm like all you. Oh.
They call me
Oh,
Spicy
man.
Hill.
I bring. Never mind. That is funny. He he goes to the Middle East and puts on
A
a
job.
job.
I'm more Muslim than you.
I did 9/11 actually.
Yeah.
Put Biden in front of a crowd and he'll try to connect with it, even if at times the connection seems to stretch the available facts. When delivering the commencement address for the U.S. Naval Academy, he claimed to have almost attended the school.
my God.
When he spoke to a group of athletes in Israel, he suggested he came close to trying out his walk-on in the NFL. I almost played football. This really is like, you tell someone you do comedy and they're like, oh yeah, I did a little comedy.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
I told a joke once.
Yeah. I like to think of myself as somewhat of a comedian.
Hey, here's a joke you should tell on stage.
Yeah.
I got a joke for you. A cat's in a barn. What do you say to it? Get out of here, cat. It's like something. It's like my dad does that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Borat has that thing with he's like, I have a joke about a chair. The chair, he has 4 legs, and he is walking, la la la, he's walking a chair. It's a good joke, no? And they have to be like, I don't really get it. He goes, that chairs don't walk. Oh, man. But I'm an honorary Greek, but not only today, but every day. And that was a celebration of Greek Independence Day. Wow. I mean, he really does go to every event and say that he's part of it. I mean, isn't that the job of the president, though? That's kind of what he has to do, right?
So
Hold on,
I'm one of you.
politician.
Hold on,
Yeah.
scroll up just a bit. Go back down to the Greek part.
Wait, we haven't had a Greek in the White House, but now we have Joe Bidenopoulos.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I think it's kind of funny. I kind of like that. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think that's a good joke.
Yeah.
That's solid.
And here I am, Joe Bidenopoulos. They thought it was a joke, but he accidentally just fucked up his name. That's just how he
Yeah,
talks.
yeah.
I'm President Joe Bidenopoulos.
True in the shadow of oppression.
He always does it in like the perfect, like inopportune. He's like, here's what America is all about. Listen to me. Shimanavitus.
And they were like, no, he's not trying to claim that he's of Greek ethnicity. He has a stutter. That was a stutter.
But that's the thing. That's like, I mean, not to get serious, but it's like if Trump said anything like this, it's like,
Oh yeah, it would be. Look at this.
he's
dumbass.
appropriating
Oh,
Puerto
yeah.
Rican culture.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some stories about the times when he's like, tried to relate to another culture. And it's not like this. Like this is not not calling. They don't think he should be like he should resign for this. They bring this up like it's a cute thing, you know?
Yeah. Just something everyone does
He
sometimes.
just relates to
Yeah.
the cultures, you know.
He just, tries to leach off of every community he's in front of.
Yeah.
No, I played in a band once. I was a drummer too.
Tim Tam, Slim Slam, cha-ching. Yeah.
Down at the Delaware pool, me and Corn Pop, we play all the drums.
Yeah. We play on pails.
Corn Pop played the bass, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I play the bass too. Well, we got a lot of great "Am I the Assholes" and some like relationship advice stuff too, which I think would be interesting. Ooh.
I'm good at the relationship advice.
Well, you're the one dating, not us. We're out of the dating pool, so you could probably
So I might
give
have
some more insight.
one or two bones to pick.
Yeah, you might have one or two boners.
One or two binkies to pick, dude.
Okay, you might get yourself a binky.
I might, dude.
But do you think if you were to use Biden's strategy in like a dating scenario, do you think it would work for you?
You mean like
I noticed you're a black girl. I'm a black girl
I'm black.
Yeah.
I actually, I think it would.
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Well,
I
with
think if you lie,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
you know,
lying
if
always
you're
works.
a good liar, I mean, it doesn't work long term, but if you're a good liar, it works in the short term.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't do that. I'm actually like too honest, I
Yeah.
think. But like,
But with all the trannies you date too, you could just relate because you both have penises.
yeah, I have a penis too, actually. I know I may not seem that way, but like,
That's what Biden says when he meets like the transgender community for like a big like pride parade.
Yeah.
He's like, here's the thing I can relate to all y'all on. I got a penis too. You know what? Sometimes I feel like a woman. Sometimes I feel like a Muslim and a Puerto Rican. Cool. So
I feel like a Jew trapped inside a Greek man's body.
yeah.
all right. So the first story we have here. Am I the asshole for what I said to my sister about my kid's shaved head? My kids, male and female twins, 9 years old, came home with lice from school last Friday. Yippee. My wife and I, both 37, got all the stuff we needed from the drugstore and set up the battle station in our bathroom. Now, here's the thing. Both kids have hair down to their shoulder blades. My daughter has been begging us for a buzz cut or something like that for a month or so now. My son loves his long hair and gets teary-eyed at the suggestion of a cut. We've been telling her to sleep on it for just a bit because
Sleep on her hair?
well, to sleep on the decision to cut all of her hair off. Because even though hair grows back, it's a big change. It's a big change to make in your life. I remember you like shaved your head completely, like military style.
I fucking
once.
hated it. Although people gave me respect.
Yeah, you look strong. Like, you look like you're gonna kick someone's head.
Oh, fucking yeah, dude. I'm shaving it right now. Let's go, dude. No, I hate my hair short like that. I hate it. But it's crazy. Like, when I did that, like, I noticed people at bars fucking, I was scary. I was a scary dude.
You could give a good scowl. And
Yeah.
just scare
And it
people
totally
away.
changed how I looked. And
It did.
but I hate it. I hated it.
Yeah.
I like longer hair.
In the winter too, I feel like your head would be freezing.
Anytime I cut my hair like that, it's really cold.
Yeah.
But the first day I shaved my head, someone like was driving their car and I was walking to a CVS and this girl was like, "Nice head." No, she didn't say nice head. She said, I think she says nice sunglasses. But as a guy, I never get compliments.
Yeah.
You know, especially from strangers on the street.
Yeah.
So it's like you hear something like that, you remember it.
Yeah.
It happened like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, 3 maybe.
Yeah. I'm still jerking off to it.
I'm still thinking about it.
Nice hair. Nice head. Wait, head and hair.
No, she said glasses.
Glasses.
Damn it.
Oh, that's the thing you
Yeah.
remember, and it makes you come.
Glasses.
Oh. Now, do you feel like the beard when it gets shaved that you feel like more like you feel like you hide behind the beard ever? You feel like exposed when the beard is gone?
Yeah.
Like people like look like you're naked?
Yeah, I hate
When I
having a
shave,
beard now,
I
dude.
I look
I look like a baby.
yeah.
And I'm like, it's like super white
yeah.
here. And yeah, I did it like a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. I did it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about why. And then,
oh yeah,
yeah. And it's, dude, it sucked. It was like I hated it. I looked like such a baby. My face is like, I look like a budding sprout. I feel like I'm growing. I'm still growing.
You look like one of those like sprouts from Harry Potter when they pull him out of the
the mandrake.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hated it.
That's funny. Well, now, Lauren, you're Jewish, so like when you shave your beard, do you feel more
closer to God? Yes.
Jewish and Greek when you shave your unibrow?
yeah.
I just feel like when I shave my unibrow and I pluck my mole hairs
it's like
and
you're
my
naked.
chin hairs, I feel naked. I feel detached from my culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. And you don't smell like patchouli. I don't know why you would smell like patchouli.
I mean,
now, with the lice capade, my daughter was saying, "Oh, just shave my head. That'll fix it," because she wanted to get her head shaved. While of course shaving her head doesn't get rid of the lice, my wife looked at me and was like, "At least we'd only have one head of longer hair to treat." So we shaved her head before treating it, and I have to say, she looks really cute. She loves it. She's excited to style it into a mohawk when it's longer, and both kids are happy and lice-free now. I don't know if I'll ever stop feeling creepy, but oh well. My sister came over today for dinner, and when I had told her we shaved daughter's head, I guess she thought I was joking. She freaked the fuck out and went on and on about how could we possibly shave a little girl's hair off. And if anything, we should have shaved son's hair, and we were absolutely horrible. I was super surprised. I would never expect anything like this from her. I kind of just looked around at her and was like, it's 2022. Do you honestly think it matters? Aside from that, they have 2 moms. Surprise. So gendered shit was never gonna fly in this house, and you've known this for how many years now? What the hell is wrong with you? Get the fuck out. So this took a turn.
Yeah, a real fast turn.
She was so reasonable at first. She built up her argument really well, right? Because she's like, well, my daughter's been asking for a long time, and this is something that we wanted to do, and now I actually don't believe the daughter wanted this anymore. The way she said it is like, do you really think I'm gonna raise them in a gendered household? I've been telling her to get her head shaved for weeks.
She's like, I gave that bitch lice.
I didn't give my own daughter lice just to have you shit all over me. What the hell is wrong with you? Get the fuck out.
She pulls a gun on her, like, you get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. That's crazy.
Don't just get out of my house. Get out of this planet.
Get out of my life.
I'm your sister. Get out.
You're out of the will.
I kicked her out. I kicked her out before we ate. Kids were playing in the backyard. Thank goodness. Reddit, I'm so conflicted. I really flew off the handle.
Yeah,
I never do that. I'm always really calm and collected. I really freaked out on my sister, and I hate that I did that. I know I'm not the A for shaving my kid's head or defending it, but maybe I should have been calmer about it. My wife says I'm fine, but I'm kind of wanting to text my sister and apologize for the outburst. What do you think? Am I the asshole for going off on her like that? Okay.
Can we take a prediction on what do you guys usually take a prediction on what the comments say?
Sometimes we'll look at the comments, but we also ourselves decide, is she the asshole? Is she the asshole or not?
I say, no, you speak up. You never be complacent with gender normativity.
Being an activist is a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's more important than family.
Yes. If your family does not support your activism, then you kick them out of your household.
Yeah.
You pretend that they don't exist. They are dead to you.
That's correct.
I mean, like, my thing is, like, the sister is kind of speaking some like truth that's like kind of brutal.
Or
like,
at least she's just concerned.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, a girl who, regardless of what you think about whether this is right or not, a girl that has a shaved head, a little elementary school girl, is probably going to get bullied for it.
Yeah, someone's going to say something about it. Yeah,
and something mean to her.
Cancer girl.
Yeah, or
and
like...
it's going to be me when I was younger.
yeah. Oh, you look like a mole rat. That's probably what I would say. But.
Yeah, the Working Crass podcast will bully this child.
We're gonna show where does she go to school? Someone dox her.
Yeah. Let's find her Facebook or her kid's Facebook.
I just look up Cancer Girl Facebook.
yeah. And you follow a ton of pages and bully them. That's mean.
Look, if she's telling the complete truth about like the lice and like the daughter already having asked about doing it for a while, then like this is difficult. I think the way she blew up, some of the things that she said, like "What the hell is wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here!" and kicking your sister out, that might be a little extreme. And in that situation, I don't know. It sounds like you were kind of an asshole in that situation. Like you could have handled it a little better. But also, like, you know, for the actual act of cutting off your daughter's hair, it really depends. If she's telling the truth that her daughter really wanted to cut it off, and I don't know, she's 9, that's pretty young. But with the lice, that gives you a good reason. Like you start getting made fun of, you go, "Well, I had lice." You know,
I think having
it's like it gives
I
you a
would
good
get made fun of for having lice.
Yeah, well, my mom wouldn't. Oh my God, my mom wouldn't let you like come back in the house. You'd have to sleep in the backyard.
Yeah, see,
lice is my mom's biggest fear. When my little sister got lice, she had to go to school every day in what are those like
Burqa?
No, in a job.
Yeah.
No, like a hairnet, and also not a hairnet, one of those shower things, so like a shower cap.
Yeah.
And she had to bring her backpack in a giant Ziploc bag, and none of the other kids had to do this shit. And it wasn't my sister never got lice. She didn't have lice. Someone in her class had lice.
That's extreme.
And she made her do all of that shit. Maybe Emma did get lice or something, but that was maybe she didn't. I don't want to say she did or didn't. But all I know is that was my mom. My mom acted like that anytime someone in our class got lice. We would get like lice shampoo, and we didn't have it. And she really did not want it.
You had to use lice shampoo just like normally.
Anytime we go to a store and put something on our head, it was, "That might have lice! Take that off!" Like, she hates lice. Lice would be the if my dad got lice, she'd divorce him.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking, that this lady kicked the wrong person out of the house. It should have been like
the daughter.
Yeah, ew, you have lice. Get out of this house. We will not promote lice.
You get the fuck out of here!
You have lice? What the hell is wrong with you?
Get the fuck out. We will not promote lice normativity. It's 2022. Yeah, she kicked the wrong person out. It should have been the daughter. That's what I say.
It's just the weird thing, the really weird thing is that she said, "Hey, you know, maybe it's not great to like cut such a young girl's hair completely off." And her first thing is, "It's 2022. You really," and she has 2 moms. "We're not going to raise her in a gendered household." Like it immediately became political, and I think there's just more to this. Like that doesn't just come out.
Well, it's 2 moms, so they have double the hair, so they can't have a kid with lice around.
Yeah, they probably were actually thinking about their bathtub drains.
Yeah.
It was about the actual lice. Like, we won't have to clean the drain as much.
Oh man. Actually, you know, this makes sense if it's 2 moms and you know they're just starting drama with their family. It totally makes sense.
That checks out.
Yeah, that checks out.
I'm also like, a lot of these "Am I the Assholes" are like super woke liberal people that are like, know that they're gonna get the responses on Reddit are gonna be like, "No, you're not the asshole. That person's the asshole."
Just the idea that "Am I the Asshole" kind of exists is like
they need
I'm gonna
validation.
I'm gonna do something I know is kind of asshole-ish, and I need people to tell me that that's okay.
That was one area where I should have been more of an asshole, actually.
Yeah. Well, let's see what they said here.
Not the asshole.
Yeah.
This is the answer. Best answer ever.
Could have said you wanted to be able to tell the boy and girl apart, so you gave one a haircut. I guess. Best answer ever. Why is that so great? This is the way. This is the way. Jesus.
Bots.
Yeah.
The bots are just, "This is the way. This is the future."
Well, they're quoting Mandalorian, but it's also like
Haven't seen
very
it.
weird.
Seen one episode with you guys, actually. It was good. Looked good, honestly.
Well, it goes to show how much I
That's pretty
remembered
good.
it because I didn't remember them saying this is the way.
Not the asshole. You freaked out because she was saying shit worth freaking out about. Oh my God. See, this is it.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
it. She was not, that was exactly wrong. She
Yeah.
was saying shit that wasn't worth freaking out that much about.
Yeah.
And that's why she feels bad. And they're going, nope, the shit she was saying was worth freaking out about.
You should have killed her.
Yeah, exactly. She insulted your family, your parenting, your children all at once. She didn't even write out word for word what her sister said. She just
Yeah.
said that she asked about it and was not okay with it.
Well, Joshua, insults are akin to violence. So instead, she actually went, it was like she went in there and she stabbed her sister right in the heart.
Yeah. She should have tied her down and shaved her sister's head.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
That-
yeah. And forced her to fuck a woman.
Yeah.
You're lesbian
now.
now.
Eat my wife's pussy.
Dang, that's a, yeah, yeah.
I know my revenge.
Oh, man. All right. Here, we got another one
Oh,
here.
God. Oh, God.
This one I really love. I love this one so much. My mom is dating a right-wing nut job and has no idea. My 20. Okay. This
First off, I bet that she does have an idea.
Oh yeah, probably.
And she likes.
And she's like into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has not told her daughter or son yet. So okay,
It's like Steven Crowder that she's dating.
we were saying
like
when
Ben
we were talking
Shapiro.
about it's
Yeah.
like Ben Shapiro or who did you say?
It's like it's like this. I think this guy he has a podcast. His name is like Matt Walsh or something. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like super conservative. I don't know. He like has a podcast where he like tries to ask people what a woman is or something. I don't really know, but he's like super right wing. And my mom is dating him, and she has no idea.
It's like Steve Bannon.
Or it's someone like Russell Brand who's not conservative.
yeah. Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This guy is 24 years old and male. His mom is 49 years old and obviously female. My mom got
I don't know
divorced.
about that.
My mom got divorced from my dad when I was pretty little. In the summer of 2020, she left a 10-year relationship with a very Catholic, close-minded, Trump supporter guy with very traditional views of the family and severe anger issues. My mom, for comparison, is Christian and is not very politically inclined, but tends to swing more dim. My sister, who's 21, and I are both Jewish from dad's side, leftist, and I'm gay, so my mom's ex views caused a lot of tension and arguments around the house. About what?
If you're Jewish on your dad's side, you're not.
You're
really
not Jewish.
You got to come out of a Jewish vagina, and that's Jewish law.
Okay, is he saying that in the summer of 2020 she left a 10-year relationship with a? Okay, so that wasn't his dad.
No, the
Actually.
stepdad, the new guy that she dated, is right wing as well now.
Yeah. Okay.
And-
so okay. All right.
And they think that she's unaware of it, but it sounds like I think you're right. She has a type. She dated
Yeah.
she dated a right wing
Yeah.
guy before, and it says she's not politically inclined, but tends to swing more dim, which just means she doesn't like to talk about politics.
Yeah.
And when they talk about it, she just agrees just to get over it.
Because she doesn't want to upset her kids.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah.
100%.
Mhm.
So about 2 months ago, my mom started seeing a guy we'll call Dan. He's 55, a writer who works in advertising, and my mom described his political views as independent, not a Trump guy, his religious views as spiritual but not religious. She said he's very nice and has no anger issues whatsoever, which is a big priority for her after her last relationship. Okay, first of all, sounds like a great guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good guy. Independent, spiritual. Sounds pretty cool.
Sounds fine.
My mom, however, also mentioned that Dan has a podcast. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Being nosy, I looked him up and found his Twitter account. On it, he mainly only tweets about the podcast, which is just about benign random facts as far as I can tell. But his replies and likes are full of pro-Trump, homophobic, anti-vax/mask content, and he follows Libs of TikTok. Now, this is my favorite, the description of what Libs of TikTok is. An account dedicated to making fun of people on TikTok, but is also a homophobic, transphobic cesspool. Isn't that nuts that that's what the
nuts.
description of it is?
That's nuts.
The Libs of TikTok is a TikTok that retweets or takes just exact copies what liberals do.
It reposts.
It reposts them so that you can see them.
Yeah. And I mean, to be fair, they usually have a bit of commentary.
Yeah.
But it's not like.
And the comments are usually, right-wing people.
Yeah.
The thing is called libs of TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
people making fun of it. But
But
to look at those things and go, those things aren't worthy of criticism
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
That's the crazier thing to me, that you think that people on TikTok are above being made fun of.
Yes. Or not only that you think libs of, like, the things that they're posting are either not worthy of being, like, criticized or aren't real. Like, they are real. Like, it's
Yeah.
from your side, dude.
Or they think Libs of TikTok is making all these videos.
Yeah. They're just making this up.
Yeah.
He also posts a lot of explicitly religious content. He could just be a grifter and telling the truth to my mom while portraying himself as a right-wing guy on Twitter. But hey, maybe that's true. But I don't think that's the case, as he doesn't use those views to promote his content. The only exception is that he wrote an anti-vax short story and sometimes promotes it under vaccine-related tweets. Jesus Christ. So it's like, and then all of these things can be labeled as like anti-vax, homophobic, and could potentially not even be that.
What does
bad.
that even mean, though? An anti-vax short story?
Yeah, that's a little strange.
It's
dude.
just like a work of fiction in which
Yeah.
it's like the protagonists are just not into being vaccinated.
It's a really exciting story about James. Now, James gets the vaccine, and 10 years later, he's activated as a CIA operative.
Dude, I like it. I'd read that. I'd write that.
The microchip activates.
Dude. Yeah.
Like, it could be that extreme, or it could just be as benign as, like, oh, I listened to Joe Rogan, and, like, the boosters aren't a great idea.
Yeah, we shouldn't give boosters. To
He
kids.
wrote a
Yeah.
Joe. He wrote a Joe Rogan fanfic.
Joe Rogan takes off his clothes and
He's
caresses
not-
my body.
This is where they were gonna put the vax.
But they didn't.
Instead, I injected straight testosterone into my pee.
His unvaccinated body glistens with sweat.
Put ivermectin in my ass.
That's what it was. That's the short story.
Today, my mom changed her Facebook status to in a relationship, so it's official. My dilemma is, do I tell her? I have screenshots of the kinds of things Dan has liked and replied to. So this person is going through his likes and replies, which I saw. I looked through some of the comments here. Somebody pointed out at some point, I might not get to it when I scroll down, but somebody points out, hey, what does it matter? It seems like your mom is happy with this person. If your mom is happy, isn't that all that matters? This person goes, well, I just think that these types of views could lead to family drama. And I'm like, you're the one searching through
You're starting
all
the
of his
drama.
history,
Mhm.
posting it on the internet to, like, I just don't, and debating on whether or not you should tell your mom to start drama. Like, this is all an attempt to start drama.
I mean, I think
If
he should tell his mom so that she can go, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And just one, that's it.
What he should do is have a daughter and shave her head.
Yeah.
Shave your mom's head. Teach her a lesson.
I can also show her the tweets, though I've noticed he's deleted some of them since I first found the account. I told my aunt, my mom's twin, about the situation when I first found Dan's Twitter, and she said to wait because if he's really that bad, it'll reveal itself. But I guess it hasn't. See, no, that's if it's really bad. That's right. If it is really bad, if he's like some kind of like political ideologue and it's going to affect their relationship, it'll reveal itself at some point.
Yeah.
And this person goes, I guess it hasn't revealed itself yet. I got to reveal it. You know, it's like you're making it happen.
You're
now.
trying to start it's so annoying because it's like people nowadays have gotten into this idea where they make their political views matter more than I think they need to.
Yeah.
What's so annoying is that the right
more
and the
than
left
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The right and the left, they both try and make moral arguments for their beliefs and then paint the other side as the devil because they have the moral belief and the other side doesn't.
Yeah.
When in truth, your values come before your politics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you value something, almost you can take one value and make it so where it aligns with the left and that it aligns with the right.
Yep.
You can do that with any value. And so it's so annoying to see this kind of shit because it's like you don't know this person's values at all. You just know their political views and you're just trained to focus so much on that it's like you're going to ruin your mom's happy relationship with this guy. And frankly, your mom is probably turning right wing.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
And
well, his mom probably was always.
she probably always was.
Yeah.
To some
Well, back to what you
extent.
said about values. Like, there was a point in time before we moved to Chicago where, like, I felt like I was very aligned with like left wing politics. I was like, all I watched was like Colbert and fucking John Oliver and all that stuff. And when I started to turn away from it, is when I was like, I felt like they were breaking what I thought were liberal values, like values that I thought were like, a healthy skepticism of government organizations. Like, and then they would just be like, well, the CDC says this, and we all have to listen to them. They're the experts. And it's like, well, I thought we were all supposed to be like, didn't John Oliver spend like a whole season talking about how like all government organizations don't function well, like they're all completely ineffective. It's very weird. It's like it felt like around 2016, around Trump time, it felt like all of the values went out the door, and the most important thing was the game.
We need the power back.
Yeah.
Yep. And they've gotten the power back.
Yeah.
Institutionally they've gotten the power, and socially probably too they've gotten the power back.
Yeah.
But I don't think they have the cultural power they think.
I think the cultural shift is happening. Like there's a big cultural shift of like
Well, they're in like a tug of war right now.
Yeah. I mean, even the party we were just at, I heard some people pushing back on some things that I thought were interesting. So
Yeah.
I don't know. So too long didn't read my mom's new boyfriend. Wait. She said because if he's really that bad, it'll reveal itself. I guess it hasn't. I want my mom to be happy, but I also don't want her to be lied to. How is she being lied to?
Well, I want my mom to be happy, but I don't want her to be a Republican.
He actually does.
Too long didn't read. I want my mom to be happy, but I don't want her to be a Republican. Is definitely.
It's like I don't want her to be lied to.
Yeah.
That's not actually, it's really not what he cares about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Absolutely. Let's see what people.
I
Okay.
think it's really sneaky to be like going through somebody's whole like online history.
Yeah.
Like going through all of their replies, their likes, their. To me, that is more a cause for concern. I'd be like, you have way too much time on your hands that you're spending every hour of the day doing that.
Yeah.
To try and find dirt.
So would you say pretty much all of our advice would be to this person, drop it?
I'd just be like, get a life.
Yeah. Like, let your mom be happy.
Yeah,
like,
don't
why are
be
you
gay.
Why are you?
Your advice, this relationship advice,
Go to a
like,
conversion
go to conversion therapy.
Oh
my
I'm
God,
joking.
that's
a
funny.
joke. But yeah.
Oh man,
it's like the only thing I focus on. Is that
he's gay.
My advice is move out of your mom's house and like
get
a life.
Let your mom fucking do her thing, dude.
Here's my
Let me get some
advice.
strange.
Here's my advice. If your dad is Jewish, that doesn't make you Jewish. Stop calling yourself Jewish.
That too. Thank you.
I also wonder. I wonder if his dad was like a leftist. Like his actual dad, and she was like, I don't want to date that again.
Maybe. And she's like, please, or he's
I
like,
also
please go
think
back.
he has daddy issues.
Yeah.
Like major. It really sounds like it to me.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, let's. What do you predict? Even unless you've already seen it, but what do you predict?
Tell her, kill him.
Yeah.
That's what I predict.
Accuse him of being a January 6th.
He probably was anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Contact the CIA immediately.
Yeah. First comment. Yes, tell her, show her his online persona. Although if she was with the previous guy for a decade, she has a great deal of tolerance for intolerance. Maybe compared to the other previous guy, she thinks the new guy won't despise you quite as much. Okay, I love this. She has a great deal of tolerance for intolerance. I love this. The fact that you should not have tolerance for intolerant people. It's like that's like every religion kind of has that as like a tenet, right? Of like, you actually have to have empathy for unempathetic people. Like, that's where it's hard to have empathy for people.
Yeah.
Like you that's where you actually have to do a little bit of fucking work. Is like
to have empathy for the people that you don't like and have a hard time seeing eye to eye with.
Yes, you have to tolerate intolerating people.
Yeah,
intolerant people.
And I think you bringing back 2016 and how like you kind of had a bit of a shift. I did too.
Yeah.
And it's like for me that shift was mostly like I started realizing that
the Earth was flat.
the Earth was flat, and the Jews aren't real. And, no, I started realizing that like the left is not very tolerant, and the right actually seems a lot more tolerant these days. Just
or at
saying.
least it's the club. Like if there's two like nightclubs, there's one that's kicking everyone out, and there's one that's just letting anyone come in.
Yeah, you believe in freedom? Yeah, we like you. Okay, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, or it's like you believe in one issue that, like, the left. This is it. This is a great thought.
Yeah,
I don't have many.
It better be good.
So the left is like, you have one idea
Yeah.
that doesn't align with our narrative. You're out. You're
out.
fucking out.
You're out.
The right is like, you have one idea that aligns with our narrative. You're in.
Yes.
Unless you're a drag queen reading stories to children, and then you're out.
Well, but if you're a drag queen reading stories to children and they're like in the Fed, then I'm like, you're in, bitch. Read that story to my kid, please.
The story they're reading is Ayn Rand.
Yeah.
If they're reading anti-vax short stories.
Yeah.
Written by the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't care if the dick's out. Whatever, dude. Please groom my kid.
If you're gonna groom them conservative.
Yeah.
That's funny. Wow. Oh God, this one's great. But before we get to this one, I do want to say that if you're listening to this right now, thank you for listening to Working Crass Podcast. You can go check us out on Instagram at Working Crass Pod. But most importantly, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Working Crass Podcast on YouTube. You can find it very, very easily. We got video episodes of every episode. If you're listening to the audio of this episode, what the fuck are you doing? Go subscribe to our YouTube.
Get the fuck out!
We're sitting in a brand new studio. This is the first episode we've ever sat in this like pretty little area. So you're gonna have to watch. Okay. So go subscribe and hit the notification bell on our YouTube channel.
And if you don't, we'll come to your house and we'll shave
your
you
daughter's
and your children's heads.
Yeah.
And your pubes, too. While we're at it.
Byron's coming to your house. He's gonna get those
I'm
pubes.
shaving those pubes and I'm keeping the shards.
The shards. I'm
shrapnel.
keeping the shraps.
Sprinkle them in my cereal.
Get them all stuck in my teeth.
I love crabs for breakfast.
It's a fisherman's diet.
Yeah. Like crab lice.
Ew. Am I the asshole for not allowing my mother-in-law to do rituals in my home?
What?
My husband and I are in the process of moving into our new home. We're getting some things updated before moving in. My mother-in-law was very insistent on doing her religious rituals to our home before we move in. Basically, my husband would have a sword around while I sprinkle holy water, and my mother-in-law follows behind us chanting.
I love this.
Yeah, I kind of would like be
Can I
kind of
meet
into
your
it.
mom?
It's not that I think it would really do much to the house. I just think it's cool and fun. And like,
Yeah,
I would
dude.
do this as a bit. It's just
Yeah.
fun.
Fucking stabbing the walls.
What kind of chanting would you want to do?
Just
Like
throat
throat
singing?
singing?
Yeah, Mongolian throat singing.
Ring-a-ring-a.
Dude, that's crazy.
That
We
is.
shouldn't talk about it right now, but it's fucking awesome.
It is. It
It's
is cool.
so cool.
Wait, is it bad to talk about it right now?
It's racist.
Oh, I didn't know. I love Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah, no, it's.
Are they just their throat singing is racist, or are they just saying like racial epithets?
They're saying
through
racial
their-
epithets. Yeah.
I see.
Oh.
That's what.
And
Yeah, there are a lot of
Mongolian.
N's and G's in those things.
Yeah. It actually kind of works better in the mic. I can't hear the harmonics.
Yeah.
Except when I'm singing in the mic.
All right, my husband and I are in the process of moving into our new home. We're getting some things updated before moving in. Oh, did I read? Okay. I do not know what religion she is. I don't think she's religious at all, but more superstitious. She gets the holy water and a chant from a monk. I'm not religious, but I do lean more towards Christianity because this is what I grew up with. But before we moved into our house now, we actually did this process. But I refuse to do it again in our new home because whatever belief my mother-in-law has, it makes me very uncomfortable for specific reasons. When my oldest was born, my mother-in-law told me she paid the monks to have his fortune read. Who are these monks? Where do these people live? Is this in Tibet?
Yeah. She takes him up the Himalayas, the baby.
Or it's like a Greek Orthodox monastery.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah.
I just ask the monks. There's a website. You ask the monks.
It's called askthemonk.com.
.gov.
It's $150 per fortune read. She's
The monks live in Nigeria.
This is in like southern Texas. It's just I just go online. The monks say pay them send them a check for $500,
and their prince will be free.
She said I had to place his crib facing a specific way or he would get hit by a car and die at some point in his life. She also told me he would suffer greatly in life if he visited my parents before he was 6 months old. So the mother-in-law is like, you can't go visit the other grandparents until you're 6 months old, or else you're going to get hit by a car. A piano is going to fall from the sky.
Yeah.
An anvil is just gonna.
Now, don't take him to see his other grandparents or they'll eat him.
Yeah. They'll give him lice.
I saw it in a vision. She was bald.
Yeah.
I thought she had cancer, but she just had lice. I lost it on her. I told her if she ever had my children's future read, she would be instantly cut off. And how dare she tell me where and who my child should see? I did not let her. I did not let her see him for the first 6 months.
Ooh, she turned the tables.
She did turn the tables. I'm not gonna let him see this grandparent. I was pissed. Unfortunately, my son was hit by a car a week later. She doesn't listen and everything comes true.
Yeah. It's kind of. I mean, I don't hope that happens, but I kind of do.
It'd
hope
be the
that
most
happens.
interesting story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole? Because this actually did happen.
So I told her to leave the house, and it started raining frogs.
And then all of a sudden, the piano fell in crib.
Anyway, my son died, but I don't think that's related.
Yeah.
It's just like a throwaway thing.
Yeah.
I lost it on her. Okay. I was pissed off. She told me my newborn would die or suffer. And from that point, well, here's the thing: is every newborn does die and suffer at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so everyone knows.
That's a good fortune.
hey, send me $500. I'm a monk.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna die. You're gonna suffer, and you're probably gonna jack off a lot.
Working Crass podcast hosted by Monk and Monk.
Monk and his monkstress.
And that from that point forward, I wanted nothing to do with her religious beliefs. That is why I refused to let her do anything to our home. She cried and threw a fit. My husband is mad at me because he thinks it's harmless to humor her. He doesn't. It's like, please just do what my mom says. I know she's crazy, but please just fucking stop.
Yeah.
This is every man. It's
Yeah.
like, please just do whatever to calm the woman down, please.
Yeah. Let's bring the tension down a bit. Like, it's my fucking mom, and I love her, and she's a little crazy, but
Yeah.
come on, what does it hurt?
Yeah. This is every man. He
Let
just
her-
wants
let her-
peace in the house.
Yeah,
Just, like,
yeah.
Just let her
please
burn
just
some
don't fucking argue.
sage and walk around with a sword for a while.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
She'll get it out of her system.
He doesn't believe in her religion, but he wants her to do he wants to do whatever we can to appease her, and I will not because it's bullshit. And I will never forgive or forget her telling me my newborn would die. Who the fuck does that? Me. I'm telling you, your newborn will die at some point. Get over it. That's part of raising a kid is they could die. Am I the asshole for not giving in? And they did some edits here, but I'm just curious. Or what? I mean, what do we think? Is she the asshole for not giving in to her mom? 'Cause this one I'm a little iffy on. I think it's okay to be like, hey, stop with the sage. And
Yeah. Well, it's also how often was this stuff happening? Was it every time she comes over every other day and it has some new ritual she has to do with the baby? That's intense. That's a lot. Your mom needs to get talked to.
She's also telling you where to put your furniture, which way to turn the crib. She's move that, take that out. It's telling you how to run your house. And at a certain point you have to be no, we're gonna run our house.
You need to quit your job or else the piano's gonna fall on your kid.
I would say have bad things happen to your kid. if they haven't yet, then maybe your mom's onto something.
Yes. Well,
Let
you
it-
can't be so incredibly triggered when somebody mentions that potentially your child could die. Your child could die.
Yeah.
Like you can't let that crush your world. That it seems like that's their biggest gripe with it, and it's like, well, I mean, like that's it. It just goes to show that your mother-in-law like has worry, like worry about her grandson, right? Like, so I don't know.
It's also like this lady sounds a little off the chain.
Yeah.
And if you piss her off, she might be like, that baby all of a sudden
She'll
is
buy it.
separating me from my boy. So I'm going to kill the baby so I can get back with my son.
She'll go,
Like-
I'm not going to the monk. I'm going to the witch doctor. And
I was
I'm
gonna
buying
say-
a voodoo curse to put on you.
Can I have one of his hairs? Can I have one of his hairs?
I paid the monks $500 to curse you.
Yeah.
The monks are like, we don't curse people. Curse them. Edit. I just want to say that I have no issues with her belief. It was just the home blessing. I was fully on board and kept an open mind at first. She blessed our home, and I sprinkled the water with a straight face while my husband stabbed at spirits with his sword.
He was probably having a good time. He was
Yeah.
like, this is kind of fun.
Take
yeah.
this, bitch.
Take this, fucking Beelzebub.
But then when my oldest was born, I was a new mom with a tiny baby that I didn't know how to take care of. I had a million things to worry about, and instead of reassuring me, she told me that my child would die early because his crib was wrong. And then on top of that, she tried to take the support of my parents away. That is the moment. Telling them that your baby
that's-
can't see your parents is that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Well, just for 6 months.
Yeah.
It's just to keep him from getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
You know, my grandma, as like a Greek tradition, to keep the evil spirits away from us, she would spit on us.
I've been
Like,
spit on. Yeah.
Yeah, she when she saw Josh a couple times, she'd go.
Yeah.
Can
She
I-
also tried to kiss me a
I
lot.
want her to spit on me. Please spit on me, lady.
You need a Greek lady.
Mm.
But I remember I'd come home from school and she'd just spit in my face. I'd go, that's to keep the demons
How was
away.
school?
When at my brother's wedding, they did the thing where they lifted the chair because all the guys in the band did that at our wedding.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're like, let's do it again. So they lift Nate up in the chair, and Lauren's mom, because it's a Jewish tradition.
Yeah.
And Lauren's mom comes over to me and goes, "They're not Jewish." And when she does that, spit comes all over my face. I mean, she spit all in my face to tell me that they're not Jewish.
Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
was keeping the demons
They're not
away.
Jewish. Call the ADL.
Oh my
That's
God.
hilarious. It's a really fun tradition, though.
Yeah, spitting.
Yeah, but the chair thing is fun. I also like the glass breaking.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That is pretty fun. That was very. I was afraid I wouldn't break it, and I'd be like the pussy. It's like I didn't break the glass. That was very fun. And Mazel Tov. It's a very celebratory time.
Yeah, ask Biden. He knows all about it.
I'm very Jewish. Now, what do we think they're going to tell this person about, like, am I the asshole? You think they're going to go with, like, the anti-religious? Well, she's religious, so she's a nut job anyway, so you're not the asshole.
I think
Also, we agreed that she's not an asshole. Like, she should tell her, like,
she has some
mother-in-law.
good points. Yeah.
I think they both have good points, and this could go either way.
This is a really difficult situation.
Yeah.
Because
Because
someone's
one person has a
religious
sword
beliefs.
and one person doesn't.
Yeah.
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 Well, so let's see. Not the asshole. Wow, that sounds like cult behavior in a way. I would be hesitant to let my kids near her, at least unsupervised. She sounds like a kook. You aren't the asshole at all. So they're going to go, the responses are going to go a little extreme with this. Like, wow, I'm surprised you didn't kill her.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised. If I had a kid, they would never see their grandmother over this.
If I was
That's
a kid,
a big thing.
if I was a kid, I'd probably be like, "That's the fun grandma."
Yeah.
She lets me
yeah.
carry the sword around and kill demons.
Yeah,
I'd probably see them.
absolutely.
You know,
Like
like
how
I'm
many-
imagining. You know, I used to play imagination all the time. I still like to play imagination. If I
Yeah.
had a tree out here, I'd have such a good time hitting it. You know, with a sword or something, believing it was
Yeah.
some like fantasy monster.
Yeah,
I miss those days, dude.
those are good days using your imagination.
Yeah, I used to
Running
kill
around.
a ton of tentacle monsters, dude.
They're always trying to fuck my anime girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
My sweet hentai girls. They're always trying to fuck them. Gotta kill those tentacle monsters. Get them out of my girls' holes. They're always fucking my. What are the pillows with like an anime girl on them?
Waifus?
Yeah, like
No,
a wife.
a waifu is like just like a name.
Yeah.
Or it's like that's my wife essentially.
Yeah.
But they call those pillows waifus.
Oh yeah, but there was like I don't know. Maybe it's like my pillow. No, that's
You want
not-
me to bring mine?
Yeah, go get
Go
yours.
get mine.
Go get
Go
get
my
your
waifu
girlfriend.
It's all like stained and like crusty. There's like a hole in it with duct tape.
That's your ritual.
Yeah. I fucked the bad spirits out of her.
And then I splash her a little bit of my holy water, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
It's semen.
That's my Greek tradition.
Oh my god, that's funny. Let's see. Did they say anything else here? Not the asshole. I find it interesting that the readings didn't involve the children being kept from your husband's family for an extended period of time. Yeah. Well, in her culture, the true grandparents are the paternal ones. Once the daughter marries, she's no longer considered part of the maternal family. So to her, my kids are her grandkids, not my parents. It's really odd, her way of thinking.
Now this is sounding racist.
Yeah, but she put in her culture, this might be like a weird cultural difference too, but we
Yeah.
don't know what their culture is, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think they are?
I think you
Let's
gotta
play.
ask-
Let's play the classic working Crass game. What race are they?
it's probably a race that Biden is.
Yeah.
Whatever race it
Tibetan.
is.
Yeah.
I was in Tibet. I am Tibetan.
Yeah, I'm a monk.
I help build the Great Wall.
I've seen a wall. Oh man. Well, we've gone an hour, so I think we should wrap it.
You want to wrap it?
We always wrap with saying what we learned today. Byron, what'd you learn today?
Oh, I'm not prepared.
Well, neither of us are.
I learned that what did we even talk about?
Talked about Biden.
Yeah, I learned that Biden is Greek Puerto Rican
Yeah.
and Jewish and
Yeah.
probably black and probably Asian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good. I'm glad you learned that.
Yeah, I learned it.
Lauren, what about you?
I learned that if you have a family member in your life that is doing something that you disagree with
Mm-hmm.
and think that they could be a Republican or a Republican ritual,
Yeah.
then you should, as a form of retribution, strap them down and shave their heads.
I agree.
Mhm.
I learned that Biden learned from Trump. Biden is Trump.
Yeah, yeah.
He took
He's Trumper than Trump.
a Trump tactic and he's applied it, and it's working.
Yeah.
It's working.
He's Trumper
Yeah.
than Trump.
Biden, I'm Trumper than Trump.
Yeah, I am a Trumper.
I am Trump. I always felt like I was Trump. He like when he meets Trump, he's like,
Yeah.
I think I am a Trump. He's like at a Trump like family event.
Like a rally.
Yeah, I am kind of like a Trump.
Back at the public swimming pool in Delaware, me and Corn Pop would look each other in the eyes and say, "We are Trump."
He's at a rally. He goes, I love MAGA Republicans. I've always loved MAGA conservatives. I am a MAGA conservative.
Yeah, yeah. And I've always said to the Democrats, "You're fired."
All right. Well, follow us on YouTube, please. Go subscribe. And goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.